Yeah, I mean, obviously starting. I don't see my game really changing too much. I liked how we played the other night in LA. Really just getting the ball, facilitating a little bit more, putting a little bit more pressure on the defense, but mainly playing around Dennis, Zach, DeMar, being an outlet for them, picking up the pace a little bit. I know with Domas in, it kind of slows things down, so they're just keep playing fast and getting guys open.
What do you think is the biggest area you guys have improved the most throughout this preseason and the time you've been together?
Probably just as cliche as it is, just being more connected and getting used to playing with each other and knowing what we want, the looks, the shots that we need. Guys just kind of settling in their roles. I feel like first couple games, we played 2 run and jump teams in Portland and Toronto, and those are hard teams to play against early on in preseason, but I think just settling in our roles and guys just being comfortable with their identity.
Drew, has Coach Christie gone player by player and talked about each of your roles?
Yeah, we just did that this morning.
Now, with that being said, one of the things Coach Christie has talked about throughout preseason is finding the identity of this team. Do you guys feel going into this first game that you found your identity, and if so, what is that?
I mean, we've talked about what we want our identity to be. I know they have our 6 pillars that they talk about a lot, but I think it's just going to keep molding and changing as the season goes on. And 4 preseason games is probably the least amount of preseason games I've played before, so we'll kind of keep finding our identity as the season starts. But I'm comfortable with where we're at.
Along those lines, is it kind of make curiosity among the team about what this team can be capable of?
Yeah, for sure, because our time on court playing against other teams hasn't been there. So, I said earlier this year when you guys asked me, on paper we have a great team, and now adding Russ adds another dimension to that. But can we put it together on the court?
What is it maybe that others don't see? I mean, obviously, you're about to play games for real here quickly, but maybe that they just don't notice about this team that you've come to realize about this team.
I think we just have a lot of really solid pieces, and I've said in the past, I don't think it's necessarily the most, especially the last 7 years with 7 different champions, I don't think it's necessarily been the most talented team. It's been the most connected team. And so I feel like with the pieces we have, like I said, on paper we're good, but also if we just be more connected, then every other team in the West will be good.
You mentioned Russ. Just what dynamic does he bring to the team?
Just huge energy shifter. It was like 9 o'clock the other night before we played, or 9 a.m. I was on the table in the treatment room, and he walks in, and he didn't even have to say a word. You could just feel like the energy in the treatment room shift, and he's talking to the rookies, giving them a bunch of flack, and we go to shoot around. The energy's just different today at practice. Coaches will say something, he'll add on more stuff, and it's like he just commands the room, commands the gym, and I feel like our guys are really going to gravitate towards that.
Doug has talked about how he's really upset rebounding to you with the loss down. What's the key to you guys maintaining that?
For me, rebounding, I always just try to take my guy out of the play. So if I'm guarding Mark Williams on Wednesday, take him out, and if I can get it, great, but it's also going to be the guards coming in and trying to clean up too, because they got 2 or 3 guys going back in transition. So just being mindful of my positioning with who I'm guarding, and if my guy's not crashing, making sure that I go clean up.